Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, and it is Maw in my 257 Object. This is one of the tanks I'm working on the 100 Battle Challenge. Had a pretty good result in this on Himmel's Ghost Town. And I just want to say I like to be a problem solver, you know what I mean? In this game, you find a problem, you solve that one, you move on to the next one. And actually, I like it when my team solves enough problems that I don't have to solve all of them. I guess that's probably more correct. Oh, look out, the LT-432 is dead. I saw him going into the middle right there, and I figured, great, some people will get some shots. I was almost bumming that I didn't stop to get shots, but then he went way too deep, way too deep. On this map, I'm going to come up to the standard hold down position where we're just going to play Punchy Face. There are no artillery, so I'm not worried about that. They have closed up some of the Sniperino shots that you used to get smacked with across the map based on putting a couple buildings in the way. And the vast majority of my team has decided to solve the problem of losing hit points by going to the red line. I note this. I'm going to get on with my bad self and just try to get some damage. So when you come to this hold down spot, take a little peeky poo, see what you got going on. Somebody lit the BZ-68. It wasn't him that lit me, so somebody else is nearby. I'm like, I don't know what just happened. There we go. How about this guy? Damage. No. Got into the track, I'm shooting heat. That is the danger. That's the danger you get into. It's dangerous. All right, so aim, Guido. There you go. Okay, ooh, scooching around a little too much. And nicely done. There we go. Good job. You didn't shoot into the tracks. Very important. Now I've got a buddy here. I've got a T-30 that has showed up, and I really want to work with Mr. T-30. I also like shooting heat rounds into armor I'm not going to penetrate, just in case you're curious. That's a lot of fun. And I'm not done doing it, all right? Look, he can pin him, so Shirley, quit calling me Shirley, I can. Got him. No. No, predictable. And I'm hoping that the T-30's trying to move his gun so he doesn't get his little Hatcherino shot. So T-30 and I are going to work on this little area right here. We're having fun playing Punchy Face. The rest of our team is starting to kind of do something, but not the CS-59, 122, MVK, and whoever else is back there. I think that's all of it. So only 3 of our guys are now redlining it completely. This guy makes a mistake, so I make him pay. T-30 makes him bounce, and I'm going to try to work with this T-30. So one thing I'm doing here is kind of paying attention to where he is and what he's doing. There we go. Ooh, oh, dang it. All right, he got me. He got me. It's not invulnerable. The turret can be pinned on this thing. I'm going to back out. All right, T-30. Get in there, buddy. Put that big gun on him. Okay, he fired. The other guy fired at him. I'm going to come out, and he gets away. All right. So this is what I try to do on this position if I can. Especially the T-30. If he wants to go out there and they want to challenge that big gun, I'll let him do that. Maybe he can take a big old chunk out of him. Maybe they even get pinned, and when I come around. What I really want to avoid is continually pushing out in front of him. The other thing you want to avoid, and let's see where we are in the... There we go. Press the button at some point. See how we're just echelon right here? The thing that is really annoying is when you get into these situations like that, where you're, so I got to get my tanks up, is where you get somebody in front of you doing this, right? So that you're aiming and they are getting in front of your gun. If you've got a shot and you feel someone, like kind of sense them or even see them pull up next to you, and you know they're waiting with you, stop moving. Obviously, if you're trying to avoid a shot, do what you got to do. But in general, try to work with the guy. Not a whole lot going on here other than now we have the other tier 8 showing up. So here comes the BZ, and I just shoot into his turret yet again. I do a lot of that on this game. 870 damage, and he actually sneaks one in on the T-30, and he does have a hatch. And I let him know that I know where it is. That's 448. Unlike the Chieftain, who has a more difficult hatch to hit, that guy's is fairly easy, and he sneaks another one into the T-30. Look at the T-30's turret, just so you know what's happening right here. He's eating those shots right there, right above the gun. Ouch. With enough pen, you don't even need to hit, really, the hatch behind it. So I'm watching this go down. Things are looking not great. We're losing a few more than we're winning. I think the T-30 can probably hold this. Those guys don't seem too interested in pushing. If I see them push him, I'll turn around. But this is what I'm really concerned about, is they're starting to clean up that flank over there. And I'd love to catch some guys out. Actually, one just went by that I missed. There's a setter. I didn't see that until the replay. I believe that shot went in. Then I find the setter. I'm like, oh crap, he's right there spotting me. I check 6. How's the T30 doing? There's actually a tiger sort of getting in amongst them. Put a shot into the E50, eat one back, not great. I don't really want to duel the E50. He's going to out-reload me. He hits about as hard as I do, so I just want to get out of here. There we go. We get a little bounce. And I'll go back to that corner just a little bit further back where I can hide a little bit of my lower hole. I just checked the T30 and he's not doing great. But the tiger's kind of keeping him busy. And we're starting to claw our way back a little bit, right? So a little problem solving. Flank fell. Let's come back here, keep these guys honest a bit. If I get lucky, maybe I can kind of keep working on the E50 and take care of that dude. He's maybe thinking about it. This is interesting. I actually get shot right here. Oh, maybe it's the next poke. I'm not really sure how I'm being spotted, whether it's off to my right or the E50's there or what the heck is going on. And then I take a shot. So what I think happened there, fellas, is he's actually back here behind the bushes. So he's fallen back, went around, and he's shooting me from back behind those bushes further back than 15. That surprised me, but I went, what? How did he do that? Well, let's not let him just have a shot. We'll back up here. Problem solving, right, fellas? Kind of kept him honest. Oh, he moved up. Look at that. And he ate another shot. And I bounced one. Very good. LHM TV is coming around, and I suppose to some extent it's okay that the 7501 is camping the hill. At least he's keeping the scout from just driving up and over without us seeing it, and then we have a lot of trouble. We have all kinds of customers show up. This T30 is alive, but not by much, and I'm feeling right here, I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable, and I hadn't noticed what was going on, that we have this full hit point Malshin, who honestly I'm not sure what he did the whole game, and this tiger sitting on the cap. This is pretty amazing, actually. We did okay on the other side. So the CS-59 eventually did something, and whoever else was, I don't remember who it was, but the other one that was camping, they actually won the flank on the west, which is nice, because that keeps these two goofballs down here from being shot from the flank. Although it looks like maybe there's a setter up on their hill back there, potentially taking shots down, but the Malshin can't be shot really, not easily anyway. So we're in a good position, and we're putting serious pressure on them from the cap, and this is going to cause them to have to make some moves here. So my whole purpose right now is to just survive. I want to kind of hang out on this corner so I can get a shot and get around the corner, if at all possible. That's the plan here. So here comes this guy. We'll just pop one in, and I get away with it, right? I sneak one into him, and I back out of it. Look at the 122M. I see him coming. They really need a reset. We're just about to win this thing, but I think they do actually reset here in just a moment. Okay, TL7 takes a shot. He takes another shot. Down goes the T30. E50's behind me. And I figure, hey, what's the best plan here? Do I do this rock back and forth and let the E50 continually shoot me in the butt and then try to take these guys on forward, or do I just push into them and take them on that way? And I figure, you know what, we got enough armor and whatnot. We'll just do it this way. All right, this guy's in my way. Just die. Get out of here. Thank you. Push past. All right, so again, I really don't want to back into those two fellers, and plus they're kind of busy right now trying to reset. Let's just surround the IS. Right, he's the next problem. You know, he's probably thinking, man, I came here with a lot of friends. How come I don't have any more? And down he goes, and we actually end up capping this thing out. It's unfortunate. We had some more to kill, but a pretty closely fought game. The cap pressure was certainly important. I'm not saying my problem solving was the only thing that won this game, but this is basic World of Tanks 101, guys. You get into the match, you go to your best position you can, pay attention to how things are going, try to solve whatever problems come your way, and keep moving from problem to problem as best you can. And the better you apply the problem-solving decision loop in there, the better off it's going to be for you. I end up with 4,131. I think more, because I believe one of those shots was a blind shot. So we'll see when you see the cards. 2,300 bounced. I would love to say that was all skill with this tank, but this is a bit of a brainless tank, especially when there's a lot of maneuvering going on. It's really easy to bounce things off with this tank for sure. Just don't let them get into the big... Oh my gosh, stop. Come on, game. Oh, God. No, I'm not going to be able to show it to you, am I? But no. What the... Anyway, there's there's a lower plate that's relatively large. It's a weird triangle angle. Triangle angle? It's a real weird triangle angled shape when you're looking at it, but it is fairly weak and can be penetrated pretty easily. 259 assists, and as I said, 2,310 bounce. That's all I've got, guys. Problem solving. I think I was babbling about how it wasn't all me, but the pressure on the cap was certainly important. But you add that into the calculus, right? I saw that going on. I'm like, I need to give these guys time. Let's go ahead between me and this 122, shut down this little push. We were surrounded right there, but we had good hit points. And he did a nice job as well, baiting them and getting them to come out. And together we were able to take those three tanks down. And the good news is that those three tanks weren't able to join the fray and come around on the other side of the mountain and start beating him up. All right, now that's all I've got. Have a good one. We will see ya.